Hopefully that looks good because I'm about to film anyway. But anyway, today is about gratitude, why you need it. If you don't have it, it's okay. I don't blame you, but this is your launching pad and you're only going to go forward. There's only good things waiting for you. Don't leave before it's your time. And I didn't want to give that PSA so early on in my YouTube channel or whatever, but that's kind of my whole thing. Just stay a little bit longer. Anyway, the key to success. Everybody talks about a lot of different keys to success. Oh, happiness is the key to success. Well, that's hard to achieve and it's short lasting. Like there's a lot of ugh. But gratitude is the real true key to success because it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing. If you can find gratitude for the moment, it will keep you here long enough to see that there is so much more to be grateful for than you ever could have imagined. I just want to say I was very ungrateful for a very long time. And I'll tell you what, I was also extremely unhappy, depressed, suicidal. And there's reasons for that. And I don't know if I could say that word on here, but I don't really care. I should be able to say that word on here. I should be able to say a lot of words. Big words too. But damn, now I'm getting distracted. The video is about gratitude. I grew up poor. You got to be grateful for what you have. I mean, there's people who grew up poorer than me, and this is something that I think I wrote it in my journal. So hold on, let me pull it up. I won't take too long. Yeah, I was saying I feel really grateful for my life these days. Things could be so much worse. Yes, think about what's going on in the world right now. If you're living in America, well, there's a lot of bad things going on in this country, actually. It really just depends on who you are. If you're a white person in Maine, you're pretty fucking lucky. Like, it's affordable to live here. I don't think ICE, well, I'm sure ICE has gotten, yeah. ICE has probably gotten to Maine because it's moving so rapidly. This is another thing about not being on Instagram. I don't always know exactly what's going on all the time, but I was logging in once a week, so I get what's going on. And yeah, if you're like living a life like mine right now, I'm extremely privileged, even though, we have to make ends meet and there's not always enough ends. And like, yes, I'm not a Nepo baby or something. You have to put yourself on the playing field and really say, how much do I have that other people don't? And how much am I taking for granted? Because you don't want to be a selfish prick, like a selfish asshole. Like, we need to move past this. If you're not in a good headspace, you probably don't feel great about yourself. You probably don't feel so wrong when someone calls you a negative name. You're thinking, you know what? Maybe I am an asshole. Maybe I am a bitch. But you know what? And I think there's empowerment to being a bitch sometimes, but that's a whole nother discussion. And we're not going there. Anyway, what was I going on about? Da 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 da. The truth is, even though there's so many people who have more, the same is true for the opposite. So you have to just really remember that. Remember, there's people without clean water. There's people living near these AI data centers who literally don't have fresh water and they have to, like, think about these things. And don't even mention Palestine, Congo, Yemen, all of them, man. And there's a lot of countries out there that are going through genocides, famines, and it's mostly caused by the United States government. But, what is this conversation really about, y'all? It's really just a check-in. Be real with yourself. Be honest about your situation. Like, stop complaining so much. It's bad for your brain. There's a lot of neuroscience behind that. But I mean, I still complain sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. And sometimes I curse a little bit too. I'm not telling everyone to be perfect. I'm not telling you that it's going to be so easy to be grateful if you're in an abusive environment, especially if you're in like domestic violence. You're probably not feeling too grateful right now. And there's a reason for that. But you have to be grateful for what you do have, which is your life. So maybe I don't know. I don't know what to tell you if you're in that situation, because sometimes you can leave and sometimes it's really not so much a realistic option, a safe option. So if you're in that situation, I suggest seek help. There are places to help you when you're in that situation. And I'll tell you what, people hate on shelters, and yes, they have a lot of rules. Yes, they don't always smell good. Maybe there's some problems with management. Maybe they don't treat you like a human being. Who knows what's going on at your place? But what I will say is it's a roof over your head, and it's a lot safer. Well, if the person who's abusing you doesn't know where you live, of course. But it's still, it's a lot safer to be in a shelter than to be in that situation. And with kids, it's a little bit challenging, more challenging. But if anyone's out there in that situation, I just want to say I love you and I'm sorry, and I hope you get out soon. That I didn't mean to take it in that direction either, but there's so much more going on than we ever realized, and we have to just be grateful that we're even breathing in this moment. We have the chance to make things right. If things are wrong, we have the chance to make things right. The people that are still alive, still have breath in their lungs, there's still a chance. Okay? And I wasn't even going to take it here, but I'm going to take it here. My biological father was a drug addict. You see how I said was? That man is dead. Okay, he died in his early 40s, and he doesn't have the chance to make things right. He doesn't have the chance to get sober. It's over. The hope ran out. Okay? You know how heartbreaking that is when you don't have the chance to live your life anymore? This life was made for you. And not only are you worthy of it, you are everything. You're everything, okay? This is everything. Hold it in your hands and really take it in, because not everyone has this opportunity. Think about all the people that died at the hands of the police. Think about it. There's so much to be grateful for. And it really just, once you start taking the steps to be grateful, recognizing, oh, I can have a tea at night. Oh, I had ice cream today. Like, really, the little things mean everything. And yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say something and then I got distracted. Y'all, I think that's the end of the video. I think I've been talking long enough. I think you get the idea, and I'll be back.